How bad is the Oilers' goaltending? Without a doubt, the most controversial talking point for the Oilers this season, besides Evan Bouchard's defensive game and these guys not being able to produce offensively, has been the Oilers' goaltending. But in particular, this guy. The guy that also happens to look like me. Okay, so that's what we'll be discussing in this video. Is the Oilers' goaltending good? Are they bad? Will they be able to win a cup with this tandem? I'll be answering all these questions, but before I do, you know the drill. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode right here on Above Average. My name is Trev, and thank you for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. We're going to be talking about the Oilers' goaltending tandem. Are they good? Are they bad? I don't know. That's the question. I don't even know what to ask. Are they a good tandem? Are they a bad tandem? I don't know, because some people think that it's like Stuart Skinner's the absolute worst. He shouldn't be in the NHL, but some people are praising his play, the people over here. So I don't even know, but I'm going to give you my thoughts in this video. So as we do, guys, you see that red button down there? Subscribe, because it would truly mean the world. We're on the road to 6K and then 7K. If you want to join this awesome journey with me, I'd appreciate it very much. And like we do here, don't leave a like. No, seriously, I don't want no likes in this video, okay? 0 likes, 0, 0, 0, okay? 0 likes. Okay, with that being said, that doesn't mean dislike this video either. Okay, well, with that out of the way, let's get right back into this video. Thank you for watching. Okay, so right off the top, is the Oilers' goaltending good? Yeah, they're good. Not great. And it's interesting because I feel like the media makes Stuart Skinner out to be one of the best goalies in the league, and I feel like the fans think he is crap. And it's interesting. I don't think Skinner is as good as the media makes him out to be, and I also don't think he's as bad as the fans think he is. And I mean, we're talking about Stuart Skinner, so let's talk about him. He is we'll dive right into the Stuart Skinner conversation. Looking at his stats this season, he's got 35 games played under his belt. His goals against average this season, 271, so he's definitely gotten better. At the beginning of the season, it was over 3 by quite a bit. And the percentage, .902. That as well has gotten a lot better. I know it was like 880 to start the season, but I knew with more games played, that would definitely be above 900. So essentially, he's saved like 90% of the shots against the best players in the world. Going at it against, like, if you're looking at grades, if you're a 90 student, yeah, you're really smart. So the fact that he's putting up, you know, and he has his whole NHL career thus far, going back to his rookie season where he was a Calder finalist, 914, 905 save percentage last year, and then 902 this year. So he evens out in his career 908 save percentage thus far. Trev, well, I know what you're thinking. What are your thoughts on Stuart Skinner? Okay, so this is interesting. As you see right here, I work for Edmonton Sports Talk. We've heard from some of the biggest bigs in, you know, national hockey media, I guess. We got Darren Drager on the show. We got Ryan Rashaw. We got freaking Noodles. We got, you know, some real heavy hitters. If you haven't checked out Edmonton Sports Talk, I definitely suggest that you do, because we're pumping out really good content every single day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And every media person comes on saying that Stuart Skinner is just amazing. He's so good, and the Oilers can win a cup with him. And I don't disagree to an extent. In my opinion, though, I won't say I agree with fans, but I get it. I totally get it, because I'm the naysayer at work. There's a lot of people say that I'm a Stuart Skinner hater, and that is just not the truth at all. Although I am critical on his play, because at times I feel like he is crap, and at times I think he's good. And I think that's where, you know, I kind of have made my mind. A good goalie should be good 80%, 90% of the time. Like 8 out of 10 starts. 8 out of 10 starts, he should be good, okay? I think Stuart Skinner is good 4 out of 10 starts, and those 4 or 5 starts that he is good, he puts up pretty good numbers. But then you've got the stinkers, like they just played Toronto, and you've got Joseph Woll in one corner and Stuart Skinner in the other. Stuart Skinner, I'm sorry, but he lost the Oilers that game, and Joseph Woll, he won the Maple Leafs that game. I look at the Pittsburgh Penguins earlier in the season. Nedeljkovic, if it wasn't for him, the Oilers would not have won that, or the Penguins would have not have won that game. And there's been so many times where, you know, you hear the phrase, the Oilers got goalied, and it's just like, no, I don't believe that. I think that's just what good goaltending looks like, and I don't think that the Oilers goaltending is like that nearly as enough as it should be. I really believe that. I do think, however, the Oilers can win a cup with this tandem because, you know, they were one goal away from winning the cup last year. So this team is good enough. But I will also say this. I think if Stuart Skinner was on a Chicago Blackhawks, was on a San Jose Sharks, was on a Detroit Red Wings, well, they're playing good all of a sudden. Ottawa Senators, like a lesser team is what I'm getting at. I honestly think he wouldn't be keeping them in these games. He wouldn't. And his record, I know it's .900. I think the Oilers team defensively in front of him has really helped him out. I do. I honestly believe that. So where am I at? I think he's just fine. I think he's okay. I will finish with this, though. I would not be surprised if Calvin Pickard wins the net come playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the number one. And if you think I'm out to lunch, if you think I'm crazy, then that's okay. That's your opinion. Drop a comment down below. As I interact with every single comment in the comment section down below, I'll leave a like. I'll reply to it. So drop a comment down below. I'm super curious what you guys have to say. Do you think Stuart Skinner is as good as the media says he is? Do you think he's as bad as the fans think he is? And for me, I'm kind of right in the middle. I see when he's good, but I do think I lean more towards the fans where he should be better. He should be better is what I'm getting at. He's got really good defense in front of him. The Oilers defense, you know, for the good chunk of the season has played really, really good. And I've watched more hockey this year than I have any other year. Obviously, producer for a sports show, I try to keep in tabs with what's going on every single night. And I've watched, you know, goalies win their team a game. And I don't know, maybe has Stuart Skinner won the Oilers a game this season? Maybe one, maybe two. But like we were talking about on the morning show today, Dusty's just like, man, Joseph Woll was excellent. He was so good. He was magnificent. And then he was saying that, and I was like, I don't think I've heard him or anyone say that about Stuart Skinner this season, because he's just been all right. He's been okay. He gets the job done. But for me, and I know I'm going on a little bit of a rant here, but I just see a little bit of Mike Smith in his game. You know, he kind of flails on the ice. And I was just watching, of course, down south, the Calgary Flames look like they got an absolute stud in Dustin Wolf. Like, you watch that guy go across the crease, it is just leaps and bounds better than Stuart Skinner. And I'm not a Stuart Skinner hater, and I know it comes off like that. I'm just being honest. And truth hurts sometimes, but you got one goalie flailing and you see a 2-on-1 and he's just like kind of like this all the time. And I mean, there's going to be people that say, hey, it saves a save. It doesn't matter how you save it as long as you save it. But for me as a fan, I like to be like at ease, you know, when a team's coming down, and just when I see a goalie that's just sound and just looks solid in net, that makes me feel better as a fan. And so I can't really say that I've seen that with Stuart Skinner. If it's a 2-on-1, if it's there's so many times where either a player will be coming down the right side or the left side, and he'll just go down so early, and then and that's where it is. He'll just flail over, and it's just wide open net. So many times he just looks lost in the net. So I see that. I do see that, fans. So I think I'm kind of more on your side. And all this being said, Stuart Skinner is very young. This is his third full year in the NHL. This was supposed to be his first year of really getting the ropes in, obviously, because Jack Campbell, but that didn't really go well, and they were like, okay, Stuart, you're in, okay? And then he's kind of had to just go with the flow. So where am I to if you've made it this far? I think he's okay. That's kind of what I'm going at. I don't think he's the worst goalie in the league. I don't think he's the best goalie in the league. Not even close. The Oilers can win a cup with this tandem, and I guess I'll just finish with, I honestly think if he was on any other team, he'd maybe, I don't know, he'd be a fringe, you know, second, he'd be the backup goalie. Is that a hot take? I don't know. Drop a comment down below. But I will finish with Calvin Pickard because this is a tandem video. I'm talking about the tandem, not just Stuart Skinner. I just talked about Stuart Skinner for 10 freaking minutes there. Calvin Pickard, he's looked good, man. For a backup, as far as backups go, I think he's looked solid. He's had some, games where I've been like, but for the majority, I think he's looked solid. Way more solid than Stuart Skinner. And, I mean, I'll leave it at that. I know everyone at work totally disagrees with me. They say, yep, no, Stuart Skinner is your number one. He is a starter. And Calvin Pickard, he's great. But they always say he's great as a backup. But I tell you this, I honestly think Calvin Pickard will win the net. Will get the coach's trust by the end of the year. It will help the Oilers win the Stanley Cup. I'm not even joking. I think that's what's going to happen. And Stuart Skinner, if you're watching this, if you prove me wrong, I would be I'd be so happy. Because by all accounts, great guy. One of the best guys ever in the locker room. But I'm starting to hate that phrase. It's like, I don't really care at the end of the day what you do in the locker room as long as you're awesome on the ice. And I can't really say he's been awesome. I think he's been good, but not... And good is maybe, he's been okay. I'd say that. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole Oilers goaltending tandem. I think they're in the middle of the pack. I think Calvin Pickard will win the crease by playoffs. Look at what he's been able to do the last 10 starts. He's won 9 of them, I think. He's putting up some really good numbers. And didn't even get into Calvin Pickard's stats. He has a .901 save percentage to Stuart Skinner's .902. So Stuart Skinner's a little bit better. But you look at the games played. Stuart Skinner's also had more games played. Calvin Pickard has 19 games played, but the goals against average 247 for Calvin Pickard as opposed to Stuart Skinner's 271 goals against average. So a little bit better, or a decent amount better for Calvin Pickard there. So that's my thoughts, guys. That is my thoughts. I'm very curious what you guys have to say. Thanks for all the continued support. This is above average. I'm YouTube Trev. And drop a comment down below. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. I love all of you. So thanks for clicking on this video. We're on the road to 6K subs. Help me reach it. That would be dope. I'll see you in the next one. What kind of videos would you guys like to see? Drop a comment down below. Thanks for all the continued support. Don't be average when you can be above average. And I'll see you in the next one. So I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Okay. I'm leaving now. Bye now.